Hi everyone, I'm Prashant and I'm with Anish. We work on the penetration testing review for Ostec Retail Group. So, uh, so what we did. So here's the thing: our goal wasn't to break anything. It was to look at the company the way an attacker would, but in the safe and ethical way. We focus on four areas: the website, the Wi-Fi network, cloud accounts, and the VPN used by the staff. And we compared everything against well-known standards like OWASP, NIST, and PDES. So in the next slide, I'm going to talk about organization overview and scope. Ostec runs retail operations, online sales, and has staff working across multiple locations. So even a small security gap can cause big trouble. Data leaks, financial loss, or downtime are the prime examples. So our scope included external reconnaissance, internal scanning, checking staff awareness, and the final one is the reviewing configurations of their cloud and VPN setup. So in the next slide, I'm going to talk about reconnaissance and planning. In the recon phase, we started from the passive recon. We check what information the internet already reveals, and also followed by WHOI's information to check the who owns the domains and the other critical informations, public DNS records, export subdomains, and old login in portals showing up in the Google. Anything that's public becomes a starting point for an attacker, which also we also map the IP ranges to plan the proper scanning. In the next slides, I'm going to talk about the enumeration and scanning. Once we knew the target, we used Nmap and other tools to see which hosts are alive, what ports are open, what services are running, and whether any software versions were outdated. This part is important because open ports are open doors. If door is unlocked and the service behind it is weak, an attacker only needs one chance to penetrate through the system. So in the next slide, I'm going to talk about the key exploration risk. From the technical testing, these were the main weaknesses. Outdated web server versions, which can be easily exploitable if unpatched, and also weak on authentication on cloud accounts. There were, no multi-factor authentications, misconfigured VPN settings, made brute force attackers easier to penetrate, and guest Wi-Fi leaking internal devices names. So it's not critical, but not idle either. Each of these each of these might look small alone, but combined they increase the attack surface a lot. So for the next part, I would like to invite Mr. Anish Dawadi, and he will present the his part from here.
Thank you, Prasant. So now let's move to social engineering risks. This is one of the biggest risks involved. We found that staff reused the same password for multiple services. Some clicked on suspicious emails like during our simulated test. There was no regular training or awareness program. Even the strongest system breaks if the people using it are unaware about it. So even if technology is strong, human error can still open the door. So moving to the next slide. I will talk about automations used. So to make the testing more efficient, we also used automation, uh, like automated vulnerability scanning. We did script-based enumeration and cloud policy checkers for misprint configurations. So this helped us cover more ground in less time and also pick up issues that manual testing might miss. So moving to the next slide, we'll talk about main findings. So when we put everything together, these were our biggest findings. The web application needs patching and tighter access control. The VPN relies too heavily on passwords. Cloud IAM rules allows more access than required. Staff need training to avoid phishing risks. Backups were not encrypted properly. So these are unusual problems, but they are the ones attackers love the most. So now moving to the next slide, we'll talk about some of the recommendations. So, what we recommend, and these changes will make an immediate impact. So, first change is enabling multi-factor authentication across all systems. patch the web server and update outdated softwares, reconfigure VPN with stronger authentication, improve Wi-Fi segmentation, run monthly phishing awareness training, follow the ACSC Essential 8 for protection and recovery, harden cloud for permissions, allowing AWS and Azure guidelines. If the organization implements even half of these, this risk drops massively. So, moving to the final slide, we'll do a conclusion. So, to wrap this up, the goal of penetration testing is not to find faults, but to strengthen the organization before something goes wrong. Allstake has a good foundation, but there are gaps that attackers could take advantage of. The report we created gives a clear roadmap of improving security both technically and culturally. So, thank you for listening. We're happy to take any questions. Thank you so much. This is all for our presentation. Also, we have references that we use to complete our report and the presentation. So, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. If you have any question, please don't forget to ask. You can email us or you can ask whatever you feel like. Thank you, sir.